Hello. Microphone is working. That's a good thing. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty well. I need to move stuff around because there's limited table space. This game is quite big. I don't know. I think it's the curse of what's happening now. It's just a thing. So yeah. I'm getting all sorts of messages in my own Discord and I am the only person there. How does that work? But yeah. Welcome. Welcome. We are dwarves and we're reclaiming a mountain by basically mining through the mountain or over the mountain, near the mountain. I'm not exactly sure where we are compared to the mountain, but we are reclaiming it. I know that as much. And it has a weird name. Of course it does. Like, why would you be able to speak that name? It's called, and well, that's the component list, and they tell you it's called Karak-sur-Kazar. That's the name of the mountain. It's a sacred mountain and ancestral home of the dwarves since the first era of the beard. Because yeah, we don't have other eras. So yeah, our goal is to well score as many points. The one who did the best, basically did the best reclaiming the mountain. So there is that. My sugar level is, by the way, through the roof. So bathroom breaks might occur more regular than intended. That's why I'm drinking sugar-free stuff. Not that they're 100% sugar-free, but at least they're doable for me. So yeah, anything else? I don't know. It's been a busy week. One day left, and then I will go to I believe it's my final con for this year. Spell Spectacle, which is the biggest Dutch conference. So we're playing. I'm not playing a lot. I probably will buy a few games. I'm selling a lot. I have 55 games on my call stack. If I sell them all, then I earn about 1600 euros. So I'm temporarily a rich man. Because my car has its annual checkup coming and I want to make sure I have at least 1000 euros for that. Because yeah, that's not cheap. Also, I want to I have to pay for a gaming weekend in April. I did request my time off for that, so that's done. And I also requested time off for my mother's 70th birthday next year. But yeah, first let's hope I sell them. The biggest issue is getting them in my car. Because yeah, I have to drive to Utrecht from work to Utrecht tomorrow. I can drop them off. They will be stickered and placed and all ready to go. And then when that's done, I can go home because I can stay there only for an hour because basically I'm dropping stuff off. I cannot stay any longer. And the next 2 days I will be at the bring and buy stand, mostly full days, except for the Saturday. Saturday's half day. Because I also want to roam around the area. So yeah, basically that's what's happening. And then at the end of Sunday, I'm gonna pick up all the games that didn't sell. Hopefully that will be a few or maybe none. That would be absolutely perfect. But yeah, I put some heavy discount on most games. Some are expensive, I know, but they are expensive games and you're still getting almost 50 off, except for the Vital Lacerdas that I'm selling. Those have like a 20-25% discount. So yeah, I needed the space because I'm surrounded by games. You can see games that I'm not playing. You see the game that I will be playing because yeah, that looks like that one. So see, and maybe I get a better front-faced camera, a 4K camera, so I can do more stuff with it. Zoom in and have nice things going on there as well. So I think I know how to play this game except for the solo mode. Basically flip the card, do what the card says. That's it. But I have to check what happens at the end of the turn, how some actions work. So there will be some reading. I thought I prepared everything, and then it's just like, oh no, I still have to do other stuff. So I basically had to do laundry, which is right there. You cannot see it. I'm not showing you, but it's right there. So I had to do that. Fold the other laundry that was hang new laundry. And before I knew it, it was time to stream, and I'm like, oh crap, I did not read the solo mode. And I might need some refreshments on the, well, my actions as well. Shall we just go to the game? Did I maybe I forgot to do that, but yeah. Sure. So if you have any questions, you are always welcome to ask. You can also lurk away, that's no problem. I'm happy you're here because even a lurker is still, hey, somebody watching, right? And I try to find videos on how to play and everything, but it's mostly I also review videos or unboxing. I'm like, yeah. So if I don't make too many rules mistakes, I will definitely pop this up on BGG and people can learn from that. And if somebody is using some video effects or anything, well, yeah, that's just how I roll. If you don't like it, yeah, sorry. I think it's fun if people put me underwater or pixelate it, or maybe even old school gray video, black and white with distortion and everything. You know, when TVs were, well, you think cheap, but yeah, with inflation, not that cheap. And the image was like, yeah, I'm watching the lunar landing. So, okay, let's go low. Let's start. So this is the board, and you see it's well, it's already also lighter on the board itself, but it also gives me a feeling that it's reflecting. But yeah, the lights are moving up, coming down, and should diffuse a little bit more, so it's not too bright. If I put it, shine the lights back down, yeah, you get a glare, and you cannot see anything. So it looks like a glare, but it's actually not because it's lighter. This side is lighter than this side. So it's on the board. So don't think I have a lot of glare, but it feels like it. I totally get it. So this is the board where we are at. I'm green. Oh, you had a name. What was your name? I think you were just the Thrones Council, right? Oh, no, the Council of Elders, because all the old dudes always think that they know best. So basically, they're trying to do better than we do. With decision making, you can see dice spots. They are not on the other side of the board. It's a 1 to 2 player side, and the other side is for 3 to 4 players. So that's a bigger area here. And well, basically a little bit more stuff to choose from when you are playing against each other, because yeah, in 2-player this I haven't fully played it yet, but I tried to play two-handed and then I was like, yeah, I don't have time. So these are my workers. These are dwarves. They are at level 1 now. I can flip them over and they become level 2, and then I can replace them with a level 3 and eventually do a level 4 if they want. I can also send an assistant, which is basically, hey, give them some, well, I would say Dutch courage. Basically, give them beer. And they would be a little bit stronger for just that round or that turn. Once all 4 are placed and also the council is done, we move to the next round. We score the bonuses there. Do it again. Score bonuses for both. And do it again and score bonuses for all 3. And do some final scoring, because after basically 3 rounds or 3 eras, the game is done. It still says how long? 100 minutes. So that time starts. No. So what are my actions? I can send my dwarves to a certain tool, hopefully gaining new ones here, and to be placed there. So yeah. So I can do a pickaxe, basically mine here. So for each strength I can take 1 tile. That just says 1 pickaxe each. The more strength I have, the more I can pickaxe there, gaining the resources. I do need a space for the resources. This is my starting resources based on this one. So yeah, I have to unlock these to gain more spots to store resources. For that I need to go here or here, basically placing one of those tiles here. Then I have an axe. I can fight these based on strength. A single axe can take out a small green. I believe it's a I need to make sure that I say that correctly, because I always mix up those names. That's a goblin. The green ones are goblins. The brownish one are orcs, and then the big gray ones are trolls. And trolls need 3 axes, so strength of 3 to kill them. Or at least capture them. You're not actually killing these monsters. You capture them. And, well, the other ones, strength 2. I will gain the reward that's printed on there. I can move 1 up on this track, gaining a reward as I move along there. And that's basically it on fighting. And then we can build. So currently I can only build this because this is here. As soon as I put a tile or a tool tile over here, that means I can move them over here as well. For this I need to do other stuff that will come later. But basically if they're here I can place them. So the strength determines what I can build. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because that's a 4 plus 2, that's a 6. And I can place 2 buildings of any type. Basically place a building. So houses and workplace, I forgot workplaces. They go on an empty tile. There can be a monster there. Problem is, every monster that's still in every tile that still has a monster costs you 2 points if you have a presence there. So this will cost me 2 points at the end of the game. So I don't want that. I'm going to kill the monster or move the monster first. Same goes for these. These also go here. And these I need to get first, but these go on the edges and basically connect to 3 tiles, which means I can lose 6 points, 1 for each tile. And then we have the arches. Those cover 2 tiles. They go on the edge, and that means no other arch can be on that edge. And this one has a little bit like the city in Carcassonne. Basically, there cannot be one direct next to it, so you have to be 2 spaces away to do that. Also, by the way, forgot during the pickaxes, I can turn over one of the areas, gain a reward, and see what's going on there. And sometimes there are districts. So this is one district, this is one district. It's basically adjacent tiles of the same type. Then the last one, if I go here, that's basically transport. And this is how many goods I can transport from my own to one of these 6 buildings. Basically, if I deliver that and I put a wheelbarrow, say I would deliver that one here. So this one needs 1 resource to get this one, 2 to get this one, and that means that they will go here. So they are available to be built. But let's say I take 1 iron, put my wheelbarrow over there. Oh, I fulfilled that one. So I put this one over here. That also says I can move 1 on this track. Return that to the resource pile. And that's it. That's how basically that works. So only if I fulfill it. So if I went here and paid 1 iron and did not do the rest because my strength was just 1. Yeah, I was not completing this one yet, so I don't get it and I don't score the leftmost points available. I don't know why they're printing 4 here. You could go there twice, but you don't get the building twice, so why would you? That's what I'm wondering. Why would you go there twice? I know for the other side it makes sense because yeah, you have multiple people, but for 1 or 2 player game, I think this is too much unless you definitely want to do the upgrade instead of moving up this track. Because every reward point that I meet, so passing a yellow line, that means I gain a bonus. Points at the end of the game based on that. So I can get a bonus to do inlays, and that means I can enhance my item and gain a bonus every time I use it. So that's cool. That only works for some of these. This is forging. I don't have a tool yet, but if I gain a coin and I put it here, I can forge one. If I take this tile, I can forge one. There's not much forging bonus. So I'm wondering how to... when do I get there? Or did I play a rule wrong? Yes. Play, yeah, use a tool. The benefits of the following icon, yeah. Watch a tool. So I need the benefit of that. I only see 2 benefits, just right here and this one, and maybe something else will show up, but I don't see that benefit as of yet. There will be some other things, monsters that I defeat will come here, but I can only keep as many monsters as I have keys. Currently I have 2. I can gain these to gain more. So that's quite important to be able to do that. If I get here, I get one of those. If I get there, I can upgrade one of my dwarves. If I get here, I can turn sideways, take the relic, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check that. And every time I pass a coin, I will gain that coin, but I have to turn in points to gain some coins. Not all coins are free. So basically that's the gist of the game. Get the resources, use them properly. I only have space for like 4 resources, and everybody got their own end game bonus. Basically I picked these 2. That's for every tower I don't have here anymore. I get 3 points, so they're either there or on the board here. I get 3 points, and for every key I get 2. So basically I already got those 4 points. Might be 8 more. There is even one extra that gives you an extra key. So this is end game scoring bonus in this case, but yeah, they all do different stuff. And that's my first turn. What I learned from these type of games is it's beneficial to strengthen your dwarves as quickly as possible. So make them go big and strong first, and then they score points, because I only have 3 rounds. And that's it. The things I want to do most, if possible, is well, strengthen my people, and since I score points for building those, so I will try to get those on the board as quickly as possible. So that's something I need to get done soon, and I score points for keys, so getting the keys out there, that would work, and of course beating the monsters. So my first dwarf. Well, fighting doesn't make that much sense. It does go quickly to the upgrading, but it will cost me dearly to do so. And oh, I have to fight soonish rather than later. So I will go here, add 2, make it a 3 for that turn. Choose to fight this one. So that one goes here because that's 3. I move twice on this track, 1, 2, and I have to check the game tracks just to make sure that I do them properly. 42, strengthen dwarf, I know that. The tracks, where was the information about the tracks? Inlay duel. And the core track, that's this one. That's one to obtain the crown's favor, represented by the coins. When a player moves on the track, the advanced marker will obtain any benefits in that space. Okay. Only work a mining track. And this allows you to find powerful relics by digging into the mountain. Yeah. But I think if I get past here, I can choose to get the relic, which gives me a powerful one-time bonus, but then I have to start all over again with that track. Am I mistaken? I'm probably not. Okay. So I beat that one, which means I move twice on that, which is here. Then I take tile. This one gives me a beer every time I. Oh, this doesn't limit the placements. I will do this. That doesn't limit the placement of these according to the Carcassonne rules. These slide down. Will be placed. And I gain 1 gold and 1 resource. Then I have to reroll that die. Next time you gain 1 on this track and mithril. So underneath you can see what's available. I know it's a little bit, but yeah, that's how you can see. Hey Wim, how are you doing today? Good to see you. Are you all set for Spellenspectakel? I'm selling 55 games with an average value of 30 a game, so that would be 1600 euros if I sell them all. Let's see, didn't I forget something? No, I did not. I used this one, so that one can be returned. Now we're gonna see what they are doing. They are probably going to do a build action. So, and like I said, I didn't read the solo mode. Hey, Timmy, good to see you. And yeah, that's a lot of games. I hope I sell them all because I need the space and the money. Because I also have my annual checkup for my car somewhere in March. I also have to pay you for the Amsterdam weekend. So, okay, this is just that. So, compass built first. The Council of Elders determines what building out of those available on its board is going to build. Priority criteria has the building of a pillar. Nah, arch you don't, so you're gonna build this one. That's under the gate. Yeah, that's not available. Workshop. Yeah, okay. And if there are no buildings available, they get 5 points. Okay. Then it must choose in which hall the selected building goes. Depending on which building is being placed, there are differences to proceed. It chooses a row. Cosmic Beat, thank you for the subscription. Look at all the swords. The board looks a bit meh. Well, it's okay. It's okay. The board is okay. It chooses a row of the hall of the mountain in which there is a hall with at least one space available. So this one, or this one. Then it places the house of workshop in the first hall from the left where there's an available space. The Council of Elves can have two basic buildings, house of worship, in the same hall. Well, normally you're limited by what the hall allows, but sure. Then it receives the reward corresponding to the building just constructed in the halls. But I have to roll the dice to see which of the three it's going to pick, right? That's why I have dice. Oh, it's only for monumental construction sites. Okay. Let's choose a roll. Oh yeah, then I have to roll the die. So it's a 5, so you build here. Wow, that's a lot of laser beams. I know it's a lightsaber, but it looks like laser beams. Can I also sell an espresso Vento Pop at the bingo buy? I won at the bingo last night. No, we only sell games. Sorry. Don't worry. And then it receives rewards according responding to the building just constructed at the minimums in accordance with the norms. It moves forward on one of the tracks. I have to check which track that is. Skirmish, no. Building. Transport, no. Building. Dig, read, build. That would give you. It moves forward on one of the tracks if it places a pillar. No. It gains GP if it gains pay. No. It forces a tool or inlay or inlay if it places a workshop. So it forces a tool or inlay. Tool and or inlay. I'm not sure I follow. When forging a tool, it takes the first card from the Forge of Council's Elder stack, the upper part of the board, and puts it to the... Sometimes the rules aren't that clear. When forging a tool, but you obtain, it's either you do or you can obtain an inlay. How do you do forge fetch a tool? Is this anything else? Turn off the film, then perform the actions shown revealed following the 4 steps below in order from top to bottom. Action of the tools below. So, we took number 3. We placed it, yeah. Then I'm not sure what you want me to do. Finally, it gets its reward. See rewards of the elves below. But how do I know you forge a tool and or inlay? Oh, the tool has an inlay. Okay. So I'm still confused on what this symbol does. Because it's not here on the board. I'm missing something, and I don't know what. So I placed it in that area. That means you gain 1 point according to this area, but it's project. And then it places the house on the first hall to the left where there's available space. Yeah, then it receives wards corresponding to the building just constructed and the mineral veins in the connected halls. Yeah, not entirely sure, but that means you gain 1 point if you hit that. But that's it when we get there. That's when you get points for those. At the end of the council phase, yeah. So we're not doing that right now. Okay. Rewards. I'm quite confused. It's a panda raid! Thank you, panda. It's a panda raid. We have all the pandas. I am kind of stuck because then it receives the reward corresponding. So it forges a tool and or inlay if it places a workshop. And how do I know which one it is? Because that card is not fairly clear about what it is. How do I know what you get? The counter receives wards according to normal rules. For example, if it turns over a tile. Yeah, but you're not turning over a tile. That's already there. If defeats an enemy, it moves forward on prestige track. Likewise, it moves forward on the track. Will get a reward. If it defeats an enemy, it moves forward on the prestige track and receives the reward shown on the die. Likewise, if I'm still not sure what you're getting, because you're building something, you're not gaining anything. Do you? I don't know. I'm not sure what the solo mode is getting right now. I'm kind of stuck. It receives the rewards corresponding to the building just constructed and the mineral veins in the connected halls in accordance to the normal rules. I have no idea what they're talking about. Yeah, basic rules for building, pillars and gates, and that's it. Ah, benefits of buildings. There we go. When you're building on a green vein, you get that, which means you are forging a tool. You don't get both. It's only when you build on mithril, which you're not doing. In the connected halls. Yeah. Okay. So you're building, and building means when forging a tool. Sorry, forging. I have to say it correctly. When forging the tool, it takes the first card from the Forge of Council L stack. Yeah. The upper part and puts on the bottom of the available. So this one moves here. And you stay over there. If that places the forge tool there anyway, creating an available tool stack with a single card. If there are no more tools left to forge, it does nothing. Well, you got that one. Now I got it. So I need to go back. And finally, it gets a reward. See the reward of Council of Elders below. Yeah, but that's what we just did. So it receives a reward and then it gets a reward, and that's basically I don't know, what are you hinting at? When obtaining deliveries to the king's throne, it covers as many deliverable spaces as the reward allows it to. Oh, that's that one. Allows it to with cards. With the priority being to cover mithril, then gold and emeralds. The Council of Elders places a card in each space and gets the usual general points for delivering resources. Remember that the Council of Elders does not obtain resources, and so it does not need to discard them to build the king's throne. So how many do I know? When obtaining deliveries, when it covers as many spaces as the rewards allows it to it with cards. And how do I know how much it allows? For the multiplayer, they have nice examples. For this one, not as much. So I don't know why the solo mode is really that hard. It's just that I don't understand the rewards that it's getting. It covers as many delivery spaces as the reward allows it to with cards. Okay, I have to check the other versions of this thing to see if there are differences. No, those are different rewards. So I don't know. How do I determine how many there are? Or how many it's getting? I hate it when the rules aren't that clear. I should have read these before I started streaming. Sorry, I didn't. This is not going away. That's the reward. You obtain that. But what are you delivering and how many are you delivering? Because I don't know. What's the reference of how many cards you are using? Because normally it does that for this card, but this one does something differently. Training deliveries to the King's Throne. It covers as many spaces as the rewards allows it to with cards. And that's determined by what? After choosing a site that covers as many spaces as total deliveries it needs to that site, which will be 1, 2, or 3 with cards. I don't know what they mean. I could pick up the Spanish version, but that doesn't help me any further. You do that all the time, no worries. Yeah, but it's annoying when the rules aren't clear enough. Give me an example with what you mean. When obtaining deliveries to the throne. Yeah, I get that as a bonus. Sure. But is this referencing to what I built? So that's, I do just one thing here. I'm guessing you just get one because I'm placing one building. If not, Devir, fix your rulebook, please. Just be clear on how what the reference is, because I see one card. I don't know how many cards I get. That's only when I go here. Well, and I'm not going there. I'm going here now. So I need a reference for that. By the way, which card did I take from here? I took this one, so I lost a point. I have to turn in 1 point when I took it. So I assume that I did this correctly. I'm not entirely sure. Now it's my turn again. I have a 1 dwarf and dwarf with strength 2. Basically, I want a wheelbarrow somewhere, because I score points based on my green buildings that I have. So I need to make sure that I have that covered. But I also want to strengthen my fellow enemies. And I want to deliver resources. So basically I want to do the wheelbarrow action. So I will do a +1 do transport, and that means I'm transporting two things. That and that one, which means I can place this one here, getting me 2 points over here. And that means I gain the building, and that goes here. So that building is already worth 3 points. It doesn't need to be here. That's good enough. That's basically it for me. So what are you doing? Please be something simple. Here we go. You're going to do card. First, the Council of Elders chooses a monumental construction for which it has not yet delivered resources. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're choosing number 5. You're going here. After choosing a site, it covers as many spaces as the total deliveries it needs for that site, which will be 1, 2, or 3. And then first it will go for Mithril. Because, oh yeah, that gives you points. I forgot. I got 2 points for that. You cover Mithril, so that's 4 points. And the next one you're covering is gold. So that's another 2 points. Finally, yeah, it places 1 card in each space. Remember that the Council of Elders does not get the resources, so it does not need to discard the complete monument. Yeah, so you get this one that would be placed here. You see a pillar that's gone, then it places its clan marker in the far left space, yeah, that thereby gaining moves forward on the court track. Yep. So you got 3 of those. What do you equal? Oh, I got a coin, by the way. Really? Did I get a coin? I only got 2 movements. Oh, I got already 1 movement here. So I get a coin that costs me points, but I definitely want to do that. So I will take 1 point but gain 1 point, placing this one over here, getting that bonus so I can forge now, paying this so I can forge. Do I want to build or do I want to deliver? When deliver, I have to pay something to do that. I can move enemies to a certain area. I want to do that. Give me those keys because I get points for that, and then I can unlock 1 area, hold more resources. Love that. And I can move 2 enemies. I don't have to move them, right? I can move them. Must or is it optional? Move an enemy. Yeah, well, I only want to move those. Okay, did that. Then this slides over. Chooses that. Okay. Then you move 3, putting you in the same spot. So you roll the die to see how much you gain. You gained this one. Doesn't cost you any points. Hopefully still doing this correctly. Right? Yeah, finally it gets its reward, and that's at the bottom. But first it gets a reward for gaining this one. You don't have a spot for everything goes here, right? You gain points for getting Because I believe I still lose that 1 point. I only gain that point when we do this. Same goes for you, I believe. Here we go. So, hi Cosmic. Good to see you too. Let's see that I do this correct. When obtaining any kind of tile, Kingstone or Illinois, the elder chooses it using the die. It ignores the possible loss of GP. Ah, so you don't get loss of GP. I do. Indicate in the space revealed with King's Coin or traditional tile obtained, as well as the GP that is granted by the jewels when they are inlaid. So you don't gain them and you don't. Okay, that's a good thing. After that, it places the tile it got in the storage area on its board. See storage for the council. As the game progresses, the Council of Elders will gain traditional tiles in as relics and king's coins by placing them in the storage. At the end of the game, the Council of Elders will gain points for the number of tiles it has gained. Okay, so you don't gain any bonuses whatsoever from this thing. It just gets points based on what it has. Okay, cool. That's good. Good to know. No messing up there. By the way, I had to replace this one. You got that, and then you got your final reward. And that says because that totally makes sense. It will place one thing to the first left, and it places it in 1. That's not possible because it's not discovered. 5. There you go. Still gain the points for that one, right? You get points for building. You just get a bonus of placing, right? And when it must place a house work, it behaves as specified for the compensation, but placing exactly one house or one workshop. As usual, it receives the reward for the mineral vein based on the placement of the building. And that was, oh, now to go all the way over here. Because the mineral vein, it's a green one, that means you get the forge one. That means, oh man, you're going back and forth that many times. You basically take the bottom card, no, the top card, and put it on the bottom here. A lot of rule booking. So Panda, tomorrow you are streaming your spiel and the rest of trip, right? And my son is coming home. It's pitch black. He doesn't have a driver's license. He's coming on his scooter. So that happened. My turn. Oh, finally getting somewhere. I need a strength of 2 to be able to build that thing, so that's not happening right now. I only have a strength of 1. Basically, I could beat this single monster, but that doesn't give me any bonus. So I think I will just go into the mine. I will go just mining. Basically, well, I have an extra action to deliver stuff, but that's good. Not ready for that yet. What am I going to mine? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I could roll the die, but yeah, let's not do that. This one is a wild, so I can choose. So basically, if I do this, I can gain mithril. So yeah, I will take this rubble tile. That gets out of the game. I get a mithril. Which means I move on this track. I just use a strength of 1, so I go down 1. Then this is moved sideways and a new rubble tile is added. Do I get any points for getting mithril? Probably not. I don't get points for it, for digging me up mithril. I wish I could. Yeah, oh, and yeah, I can choose an area and get that bonus as well. But it needs to be adjacent. I'm picking this one because that lets me upgrade one of my dwarves. So we'll do that. Ooh. So 2 skulls, which means we're gonna draw 2 enemies. You got a troll and a goblin in there. Okay. And I will boost you to 2. That's the bonus I got from there. Now it's your turn. You're using the pickaxe. And now if you do a pickaxe digging, first roll the die as many times until you have 2 different rubble tiles. Okay. We got a 1 and we got a 6. So basically these 2. After that, the eldest moves 2 spaces forward on the mining track. Here we go. It also receives a relic. See rewards card of eldest below. How do you get a relic? It does not say that you get a relic. Why would you obtain a relic? When obtaining a relic tile, it gets the first relic tile starting from the top. That is of a type that you do not have obtained. Well, I haven't obtained any yet because I don't score that many points yet. Why would you? Oh, because it's there, it will automatically can take that one. Yeah, okay. You take the relic. Relic goes here. This moves up. And we put a new relic here. Got it. Got it. Then it chooses a row in the halls of mountains. Flip over a face down hall tile farthest to the left. Okay, we're rolling again. 1. You're flipping over this one. In a row, if all the tiles have been flipped over already, you choose a different one. Once the tile is chosen, its reward is given, the hole is revealed, and indicated number of enemies are placed. So first we do your bonus before we place enemies. You get 1 movement on this one. So put you there. And 1 movement on this track. Okay. And then we put 1 enemy in there. And that's basically it. And then you get a reward based on that. And that one says you move 1, 2 down as well. Yeah. Oh, you get it gets another relic because of that. Oh man, always taking the top one of the ones that I don't have. Well, I have none, so whoa, don't. And so you did that. And we refill 1 monster. It's an ogre. I have a strength 2. I can only build with strength 2 somewhere. Or I can trade resources somewhere with strength 2, but I only have 1 resource, so it's not the most useful thing to do, to be honest. But with strength 2 I can build my pillar, which I'm going to do. So I'm placing my pillar. Still need to get rid of those monsters because they're minus points, but I will place my pillar there. Done that. I built my pillar. And I can build pillars next to each other, so that's okay. And the pillar scores me points, but how many points does a pillar give me? When you build a pillar in a vein of... Oh, it moves me. It's the green one, so I move this one twice. 1, 2. That's nice. And I got 1 yellow, so I also move that one once. Okay. That's how we do it. Okay. 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 Good. Hey, my son arrived home. So now it's your turn. You're gonna fight. How are you going to fight? First, the council chooses a row in the Hall of Mountains in which it can fulfill one of the following requirements: at least 1 troll, or at least 1 orc, or at least 1 goblin. So basically, that. So basically, you're not doing 1 rule. 2, you're gonna do here, middle row. By the way, these were discarded. Starting with the hall farthest to the left, the council will defeat 1 troll. If there's no troll, no, there's no troll, it will defeat the first orc. There's an orc. And the first goblin. Well, just an orc, sorry. And if there are no orcs, it will defeat the first 2 goblins. So they go here. If there's no row in the whole mountain with a troll, an orc, and a goblin, or 2 goblins, you would just get 4 points. So if we did 2, he would get 4 points immediately. Okay, that's nice. Then the Council of Elders gets a reward corresponding to defeating that enemy. So you move up here once. Now you have to decide which one you get over there. You take the number 2, you take this one. That goes here. Refilling that. And then also the die. Remember that it never receives resources. See rewards of the council. Now, if you got the resource, 1 of 10. You get nothing. Okay, that's good. You get nothing. And the other one is still, you obtain here. No, you go 1 down on this track. That's what you got. Then we re-roll this die, and now you get this. Okay, in this phase, the council. Let's see. We get to Council Elders Faces. But does it happen? Because you only have like 2 cards. So I'm not sure what's coming up next. Okay. You get, because we move to the Council of Elder phase, one goal for each pair of goblins. Each orc, you got 1 orc, so you get 1 point. It's infinite keys, so you don't lose them. And then one or 2 GP for each building it has in the halls of the mountain. So you get 2 points because you have 2 buildings. 1, 2. That's you. Then how many points do I get? Because I get points as well. Council phase. At the beginning of the council, yeah, move the arrow marker 1 forward. Yay. Yay. Yeah, you get points for those or those. I did not place those, so yeah, that doesn't help. The dwarves are returned. The beer is gone. Oh, well, not in prison. You go to the inn, of course. I get the benefits printed on the coins. I get 1 point and 1 beer. Well, they have an explanation just in case you don't know correctly what you get, but let's see. That one. Oh, no, enough. So don't lie to me. Printed coins. They have on their clan board. Once a coin of benefits has been issued, they receive the rewards for their tradition. See page 36. Yeah, I don't get points for that one. It just says when I place one, I can place it anywhere, right? You may build a pillar within 1. Yeah, that's it. The benefits of space king place was obtained when the coin is placed there. Okay, at the same time, place check how many enemies they can keep. I can keep 4. I only have 1. So I get 1 point for holding that enemy. No, well, thank you for that. And then I get points for the projectiles, which is non-existent right now. Okay, I'm still behind. I'm lacking. I'm lacking a lot. Does the first play marker move? You would say so, right? Finally, aim has each last space. Starting player starts the next era with their clan turn. So the starting player, well, you're basically not blocking other spots. So yeah, you could do whatever you want. You're just taking something first. Okay, I only have 1 upgraded person, and I need to get rid of some enemies because you're blocking my spot. I definitely want to get rid of you. And if I move 1 more, I can upgrade another one. So I will take my 2. Go fight here because you're only required for 2. So I'll take you. Put you here. Move 1 over here. Can upgrade 1. So I'll make another one, a 2. And I get money and 1 more beer. or assistant. We got Dutch courage in this game. Okay. Did that. At some point these cards need to go here, right? Wheelbarrow. Going to an area where you don't have, well, whatever, it's there. 5, you already took that one, so you cannot go there. 1, you're going here. Basically blocking off mithril. Putting your marker right here, moving you 1 on that spot. Taking this one and putting it right here. Did I do that all correctly so far? You should think I learned the game. Yeah, transport covered, yeah. Okay. Council receives pillar of the gate. It just completed and places it on the board. Then places its clan marker in the far left. Yeah, I can move forward. Yeah, did that. And finally gains a reward. And that's that stupid one. Which is unclear on what it does. But basically you did 1 wheelbarrow, so I'm guessing you do 1 more there. So you choose mithril first. Gaining 2 points because it's mithril. And you gain 2 points because you did that mithril as well. Hope I did that correctly now. Yeah. That might have been here, so that means 1 more point because that's now blocking off. Yeah, that's it. That was you. Now it's my turn. Well, I cleaned that area, so I'm happy with that. Oh, I got this, so I have to refresh it, and now you get mithril and beer. And we need to refresh the rubble, by the way. I could start mining. I think that's a good thing to do. I will do it with the strength of... I can get 4 resources, so that's good, but I will just do it with a strength of 3 because I also need to be able to deliver to an area. So I will mine with that. So 3. Should I go for 1 of each? I could also do 2 for the mithril. Yeah, I think I will just do 1 of each. 1, 2, 3, 1 of each. Well, 1 of each except mithril. I have that spot. Means I did 3, which I moved 2 on this track. 1, 2. And then this one moves, and then I can find a new spot. Do I want a coin? Well, it will set me back at some point, but it will also allow me to go for an inlay, which is awesome. Whoa. I forgot what I was thinking about. Oh man, I was thinking, oh yeah, the inlay, and I was like, how did I get that inlay? I forgot totally. I could move one further down that track, get another beer, could move there, do 2 wheelbarrows to that area, which is also very nice. Put me a little bit in front there. Well, it's 2 against 2, but still. Move that banner. So many options. Oh, that's how I got to the inlay. If I get a coin, I will get, but it costs me points to do so. So. Because I can go for this edge. I think I will take this one. Two enemies, but I will take this free thing because I don't want to turn in more points because I'm already way behind. And then I get an inlay, which I can pay for with, for example, mithril. I could pay with mithril. I can do a silver one or a gold one. Gold one lets me put a house down every time I play it, which is nice. I can place a house. This one gives me one movement on this track every time I use it, which is also nice. This one gives me iron or emerald. This one lets me gain an emerald and move an enemy. This one gives me any resources and move an enemy, which is also nice. This one gives me beer and I can move on any track that I want. I think I will take this one, but that's a gold one, so that's only when I build. I'll take this one then. I think I will take this one. Take the one mithril. Mithril gives me more points. I don't want to take. Move enemies, so I can move enemies away from my area. Still have to put 2 enemies down there, by the way. If I build, I can build another house. Well, that keeps building, but yeah, I only have like 2. Wish I had something else I could use. But I mine more, so I think mining is the better one to go to. So we'll pay the 1 gold. Take the mining, put it here. Not using it the next turn, but sure. Did that. So refill that one. That's a wheelbarrow. And then 2 enemies on that one. I think I did everything, I hope. We got 2 nice little orcs. I can beat 2 orcs. That I can beat. I think I got everything. Flip the tile. 2 on that track, yeah. Just to make sure I don't get the bonus of the inlay immediately, only when I use it, right? That's points for tools at the end. Well, not there yet. By the way, we got to refresh this one. Not that it really matters right now, but yeah. think I got it. Inlays were over here, 42. Place the inlay in jewel, silver on silver, gold on gold, and then replace if I already have one. Oh, and they immediately get me 2 points as well. Ha! Very important. It says so here. Silver would gain me 3 points, by the way. That's sure. Always silver, right? I think I am done. That means you're flipping over your last card. You're going to build. You can build one of these. Where are you going to build? Especially pillar. I'm going to build that. And what happens if your deck runs out, by the way? It does not have any shuffle all discarded. Okay. So we shuffle these and that goes there. Okay. Got it. You're gonna build. If it's a pillar, roll the dice to roll one of the halls shown on the diagram. There was a diagram, I know. And it's not here. I saw it. I have seen the diagram, I don't see it. Oh, here. Yep. 6. So basically, it wants to build here. 1 to hall 6. If that hole has not yet been flipped, it has been revealed. Okay. Once fishbowl has been chosen, place a pillar at the first point moving clockwise that connects to 2 other revealed holes and where there's no other pillars. So that will be there. Done. Because it doesn't tell me where to start. Oh, it starts. Oh, it starts here. Okay, you build there because you can be built next to another pillar. That's what it says. Okay, and then you gain if it's it moves forwards on the track if it's a pillar. Yeah, that's the build rules. Is that over here as well, the bonuses for building? Yeah, benefits of building, thank you. You move forward on, well, each track, basically. So you move forward here, and move forward there. Okay, well that was simple. And then you gain the other rewards, basically placing this one and getting somewhere number 4. So you're building it right here. Not liking it, but yeah, that's what you did. Okay, my turn. I have a 2. Oh, I have a 1 and a 1. That's not what I want. It's not what I want. I can gain another bonus if I do. And do I want a 2 action or 1 action? For 1, I can go here and get that 1 movement over there that I really want. And place a gold. So sure, I'll go here. Take that gold. Cover that area. I could go with 2 and just to have access. Have too much. Which means I can also place a barrel there. So why not? Do I want to do something special with that final dwarf? Final dwarf. It's either build and I can only build a house. Or with 2 I can build a forge, and I really want to build a forge. I don't know why again, but I really want to build a forge. So yeah. That means I'm not doubling up. I will just go here. Gain 2 points for doing that. Filling you. So that one goes here, which means I also go up, and I'm gaining this one. Thank you. That's it. That's all I could do. Then we're gonna reshuffle these. So how's everybody doing? It's almost weekend. Wow, well, it's 11:30 already. Well, it took me long to get stuff ready. Okay. You're going to where one of your pillars is. Well, that's there. Or one of the others. You go for 6, you go here. Which means you're gonna turn in 3, which is basically mithril first. So that's 4 points. And then gold, that's 6 points. 2, 4, 6. By the way, I'm playing this on easy. But that doesn't determine the card. Easy is basically this area, how it scores at the end. You fulfilled that one, which means you move 3 on this area. 1, 2, 3. That means you roll for a coin. Number 3, you get this nice little beer mug that does nothing for you. Slide everything over. And getting this one. And that's it for that, yeah. And then you get to place this one in the leftmost area of the one. So that's over there. And that's that one placing there, which means you gain one of these. But instead of that, you gain something else. Within reason to learn. That's basically you get this card and it goes to the top. I'm getting the hang of it. I have 1. I wanted to make that a 2. I am going to build a forge, or am I going to drop off goods? Because I need 3 to go here. I could go here for 2, basically get that movement done. Turn in mithril and gold for 3 points. I am losing a lot, but yeah, I am just figuring stuff out, okay? I go here, take you. So when it says it can go here, because that's only limited for the buildings on the tile, right? Right. How to play, yeah. You think I learned the rules properly. Basic buildings, yeah, 2 basic buildings. Okay, I can place one there. What is the bonus? If I go there, then I can forge stuff. If I do a mithril one, well, that's that, but I need to get rid of those as well. But I would gain both that one and that one. Which I do like, to be honest. So, and the gold one is just gain an upgrade. So green is get new weapon, which I like, but this cost me mithril. Basically, this is a book, and the benefit of a book is that you can do anything. It's just a wild, so that's why you don't get an inlay for a book, because a book doesn't have an inlay. But it already costs Basically, this is the only thing I can afford, so I don't want to go here. I will not just go there. And get an inlay. An inlay I can afford, at least, so... This one still gives me the build action, but with which resource? Don't want to do this one here. And I put it here, so I will take one. Because I basically used this one, right? Oh, no, I was building, so I used that one. So I'm not getting this one. But the next time I'm using it, I could... I had to pay gold, which I don't have. So that's not one I can take. Take mithril. Mithril is very useful. And I'll take this one. Welcome back, Wim. Didn't even know you looked. Don't get any sound effects for that. I will do this one. Basically, I get 1 emerald and I can push stuff around. And I'll replace it with... Well, move on that track. I would have loved that one. I need energy. You didn't have time to lurk. Oh, Nonko, did you say hi to her? Will Nan be coming to Spell Spectacle as well? Because I get off around 2. So from 2 to 6, I am free. And the Sunday, I'm completely busy with the exception of 1 hour spare time. Lunchtime. Did I do this correctly? No, probably not. Yeah, I got that one. Why did I get that one? Because I got you. Right? Was that the previous inlay? Why did I get an inlay? Oh, it's because of... But yeah. Got it. I'm not forging anything here because I don't have the resources to do so. Okay. Okay. I think I did everything I could. So I still get points, right, for placing that house? Or not? Oh no, you don't get points for placing that house. Benefits of a building. Yeah. Get points at the end of the game for houses, I guess. That means it's your turn. Unless, yeah, I did not forget anything. So you don't have a tower. Well, so you're going to build a normal house. Where are you going to build that normal house? Number 4. So that's going to be right here. Benefit of that is that you get resources, so you get nothing. And that means you can put 1 wheelbarrow towards the king, gaining 1 point. That's it. Basically, I need to take all 4 spots, otherwise I lose. And that's 3 points difference. I have to have at least 1 there. Yo-Yo and Debbie. I know Yo-Yo. I don't know Debbie, I think. I don't think I met Debbie. You will try not to buy more games. I'll buy a few, but it depends on how much I already sold. That was your turn. Basically, we're done. That means this moves here. Let's do your scoring first. You didn't kill any monsters this time, so 1 point for that little monster that you have there. Cool. And then 1 point for each building you have. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that does count up. And that's what you score. Then I score. All players. Oh yeah, I get my dwarfs back. So beer has been drunk. I get my dwarfs. Each player benefits on the coins, so I get 2 points and 1 beer and 1 iron. So that's furthermore, I have 2 left. That means I get 2 points for you. I'm lacking further. And then I get, for each forge in yellow, I get 2 points. Well, that's a benefit I totally forgot. For each house I did not build. For each tower, I get 2 more points. Still far behind. Final round, people. Maybe from Amsterdam, I show you my... sure, but I don't know all the Amsterdam people by name. I saw that one person stopped from being on the board of Amsterdam, but that's it. Okay. I really need to make more progress because I'm lacking on a lot of spaces. I was hoping to get my people boosted more. That's my son, yeah. It was on the Facebook page from Amsterdam. I forgot which one, but one person is stopping. Okay. I have just 1 beer, that's not nearly enough, but I gain beer and move at least on 1 track for that. If I do go mining, so I want to go mine. I only have 2 resources, spots for 2 resources, so just 2 would be enough. I will go with it 2, which means I gain 1 beer and move on 1 of the tracks, but definitely want to, well, let's see which track I choose afterwards. I will take Mithril because that scores me more points. And I will take the emerald as well. Emeralds. Sliding this over. And that comes, wow, we've hit a complete iron vein. Since I got a strength of 2, I can move once on this track. So I will use the other one to move forward. Do I want to forge something? Is there something I can forge? I can do another battle axe. That's cool. I cannot do another battle axe because it cost me 2 iron and it cost me 1 iron to place here, and that's just the one spot I want to go to. I can move. Oh, I can move twice on that track. Oh, that would work. Yeah. That means I need to go here. This is also sufficient. This one moves 1 down here and take 2 stuff over to that area, which I can do. Then I don't need the iron because I want to have the iron over there. Let's do that one. Flip this one over. Right. The other one gives me another bonus. No end game scoring. What is this one? The key is... What does that one do? What does that one do? I wanna know. I wanna know. Each key allows you to hold 2 goblins in your dungeon during... Ah, okay, instead of 1. Well, need to kill those buggers first. So I definitely don't need that reward. Yeah, and I don't need those contracts. I'm not too keen on what that does. I need these because I score at least 1, but yeah. That does move me on that track. And then I can place 2 resources and score points for that. So let's do that. Move 1. I'll pay it. Well, 1 iron and 1 of that. And that means I get 2 points for that. And that's basically it. And then I need to get 1 monster out. They got a cave troll. Ah, Joyce. Je had het bericht gezien, maar niet gelezen. I think I did everything. I don't know why you're typing in Dutch, because basically I'm Dutch. I think I did everything, right? Yeah. I think I did. So I could move 1 up on 1 track. Did I already do that? What the heck for sound was that? Switch language. Oké, dan gaan we eventjes 2 minuutjes in het Nederlands praten. Leuk voor de mensen die dit achteraf hebben opgelost. Ja. Ik kan niet de tijd inkorten. Had ik nou een willekeurig spoor gekozen om op vooruit te gaan? Dan zou ik deze kiezen namelijk. Dan ben ik eentje verder. En dit scoort mij. Ik ben nu 1, 2, 3, 4. Dat scoort me in ieder geval wat punten aan het eind van het spel. Dus doen we dat. Oké, dat was hem. Joh, dan stop ik gewoon iets eerder. Ik had maar 1 zin gezegd in het Nederlands, hè? 1 zin. Ik heb voorgelezen wat jij had gezegd. Dus, niet erg voor de andere mensen, dan weten ze tenminste wat er aan de hand is. Ja, jouw beurt. Je gaat 2 tegels doen, nummer 1 en nummer 2. Nou, dat is makkelijk. 2 keer ijzer. Je krijgt de grondstoffen niet. Dan ga je 2 vooruit op dit spoor. 1, 2. En dan pak jij deze nog even mee. Nog 8 seconden. Dat is bijna afgelopen. Dan ga jij deze tonen. Zorg dat jij nog eentje op dit spoor gaat plaatsen. En dan komt er weer een monster bij. Oh, ik proog mijn printer aan. Oh, back to English. I touched the touchscreen of my printer. because my printer, I'm touching my printer right now, so it's just off screen. At some point it will be here, and then I'll probably have a third screen here. I'm not sure. Need to get rich first before I do that. You did that and then you moved twice again. Okay. Cool. That was simple. My turn. I wanna fight some buggers because they give me points at the end of the game or during the game. Basically, I wanna deliver stuff. But I can only do one iron here. I basically need the other one. I need one more iron, but I cannot do pickaxes anymore. I should have done iron instead of this one, but okay. Dutch, you messed up. I know, I'm sorry. Let's check the end scoring conditions, because there are some end scoring conditions based on where I am. So this one, one for each different relic I have. I only have this one, so, and then, well, times how many I have here, so that's 0. This is people in my dungeon compared to this, so I need that to score these again. This is how many towers I built, pillar or gate. I only have one pillar built, so that's not useful, but at least 1 point. So I better make sure I forge another thing. To be able to forge, I need something that allows me to forge. You cannot trade goods, can you? No. I can only place 2 here. I don't have the resources to do otherwise. I did not pay attention to the resources I was getting. And now I'm stuck. Also, I don't have many options, so I did not upgrade them completely. This one does give me another emerald, which is useful. Yes, it is. So let's do that one. So I will use this one and make it a 3. Go here because I gain another emerald because of that, and I can move an enemy. There are no enemies that are bothering me right now. I don't know if you get minus points for those. So I can move an enemy, I don't have to, so I don't do that. Then I will take these, and that means 3 cards. Go here. 2 emeralds and 1 iron. Gives me this one. And also 3 points on this track. 1, 2, 3, which means I gain a coin. These cost points. This one lets me move on that track. Does it do anything for me? Not really. So we're not doing that. And this one allows me to build something, which is nice, because then I can still build stuff. It will cost me 1 point, but building it will give me something extra. So this one gives me 1 resource of my choice, also nice. I'll take this one. I will definitely take this one. And that will, I mean, turn in 1 point. Is this worker placement? Engine building is definitely worker placement. Engine building, yeah, basically you try to get your engine starting here, which I totally messed up. Architects of the West Kingdom, with Catan in the middle. Yeah, it's kind of Catan. Why did I say Carcassonne, by the way? I get one. Do I get a random one from the top when I get one? Take a relic that is in the same space or behind where your marker is located on the mining track. So this one or this one. This one would upgrade one of my as for this one, lets me forge something here, which I cannot do because I don't have the resources to do so. So I'll take this necklace, that's mine. This moves all the way up. I will use it to turn you into a 2. Once immediately used. And I think I got everything. Did I get my points for you? No. Did I get those 3 points? I don't think so. So those 3 points. Got my pillar. Did my movement over there, so that's good. Did all that. It's just a lot of moving parts. And I haven't figured out the proper way to score yet, so not sure which way I want to go. And I believe that was my turn. Now they are going to fight. Which lane are you going to fight? Lane number 3 is empty. So you just get 3 points, right? That's what it said in the rules. Is that only if there's nothing to fight? No. Reroll. 1. So you're taking out this one. That goes here. Means you move up on this track. And you gain resources which you do not gain those. So that's cool. And that means when you upgrade or gain beer, you gain a point. So you got a beer and an upgrade, so you get 2 points. Where are you? Here. 1, 2. Oh yeah, not that far ahead of me. So that's good. So there's that. And then you forge something, which basically means, what was it again? Oh yeah, top card goes to the bottom. Probably not gonna see that one, but sure. My turn. I'm going to fight because I like to fight. I will go here. I will try to get rid of these 2. We get points for killing you too. I did fight. I did not do transport. I did fight. Yeah, I move 1 on the prestige track, which is basically here, which means I can get one of those. Sure. I'll take this one because it has a pillar. And I move 1 more on the prestige track. Oh, I want to do 1 more just to get extra strength, but I don't see that happening right now. Oh yeah, got that bonus. Now it's that one. You are going for a pillar. Yeah, there's a pillar you haven't gone to yet. Or something else. 2. Yeah. Well, 2 is over here. You just go for the 1 mithril. That gives you 2 points. Gives you this building. And then you place here, which means you move 1 on this track. That's it. And then you get one wheelbarrow over here. That gives you another point, locking you in for that one. Okay. That's it. My turn. Last one. Well, I'm definitely making it a 2 then. Am I going to build something? Because there are some areas open. Could build another tower. Yeah, I could build another tower. I will do that. Go here. It's a number 2. Build a tower. Place the tower right here because that's allowed for me and I get a bonus for everything. So it means I move 1 on this track. I move 1 on this track. Upgrading a dwarf. Oh, I will turn you into a 3. And I move 1 on this track as well. That's the bonus I got for being in all 3. Okay, that was my final thing. You're going to build. You're going to build this one. How are you going to build a gate? Because you're the only one who's trying to build a gate. It chooses one of the 6 holes shown on the diagram. Oh, basically the same thing. Okay, where's the die? You roll a 2, which means you're going straight in the middle, which means the hole is going straight there. Okay. It gains GP if it places a gate. Yeah, and you're connecting green with green. So you get 2 points. Not that much. And then you get 3 more points because you're also going to build a forge, which you cannot do anymore. So 1, 2, 3, because you're running out of forges. Which means we are going to the end of the... Well, we're going to do 1 more council first. So you get 2 points for those. And 2 points for each different each building. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14 points. Why is this one here? You're winning anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that makes 14. Then final scoring for each 4 of those. No, for each one that you have, it's 1 point. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points there. 2 and 4. Then 1 point for each star, each achievement reached. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. 3, 4, 5. And then you get 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because you're ahead there. That's your final scoring. Then my council phase. I have 1 of those, so that's 2 points. Oh, wait, I'm on the other side of the board. No. I have 2 towers placed, so that's 4 more points. 2, 4. I don't have a gate placed, and the final one. What's the final one? Two points for each different building that you built. No, it's only 2, so that's 4 points. I'm not close yet. But that's only that. And then I also gain points for the monsters. So that's 1, 2, 3 points. And that's it, basically. King's Throne. Well, I get 3 points for that because you got a 6. Objectives. Each pillar, 1, 2, 3, is 9 points. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Each key, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Achievements. How many did I pass? Only, just by 9 I get 2 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't get any points for that. Oh, I thought it was per 4. Ooh, I read that wrong. Then enemies in the mountain. Yeah, that don't have enemies near my area. Question is, do you lose points based on that where you build? I'm not sure if you get minus points. I don't think so. No, unluckily, neither do I, but still. Then tools. I only have this one, so I get 2 points because I have 2 towers built. And that's it. Oh, and then extra resources for every 3. And of course, I only have 2. Shouldn't have wasted that beer because that would have been 3, and then I got an extra point. But I needed that one to build something else. So I lost with 75 to 57. So basically we switched numbers. How long am I planning on streaming? Or how long do I think the stream will last? Well, it's Friday, so happy Friday. Basically, I'm done. I lost. I tried to do too much. I didn't. I think you need to focus a little bit on what you're gonna do. You definitely have to mine because you need resources to do stuff. And if you mine, you automatically do that. But I couldn't get this working in my benefit. So there are a lot of tiles there. I wasn't paying attention on what I needed for resources those. Basically you need to get on those tracks. An average of 3 on each, and I'm averaging 2, so I am nowhere close. But that's it for today. I do like the game. Sleepy time. Well, not yet for me, but if you want to go to bed, Wim, that's perfectly fine. I do like the game a lot. I think it's very fun. It's a puzzle. So I haven't figured it completely out yet. Where to go, what to do, and stuff. You could forego building, and I don't know why I just didn't do that. Well, I wanted those towers, and I got all 3, so I got those 9 points. But I'm still 18 points behind. That's it's my first time fully playing through. Yeah. I wanted to prepare yesterday, but getting everything ready for Spellenspectakel Toekelon. You will try to play it at Amsterdam, yeah? Oh. With your AP, that's gonna take forever. I know how you are. But yeah, it's a good game, but definitely there are so many options that you really need to make sure you take your time on what to do. I do like it, and I forgot to refresh this one, by the way. Well, that didn't help anyway. Yeah, I haven't found the perfect strategy yet. This is the easy AI. If they didn't get all the bonus points, they still would have beaten me. Well, that's 3. They got 1 point for each thing, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the 6 for that. Yeah, they still would have beaten me by 4 points. Nonsense, P. You mostly wing it. Okay. Well, you know what's going to happen if you play this with none. Let's see if there is somebody to raid. I don't even have my browser open yet, so... Is there somebody to raid? Twitchy TV. Miniature Market is doing something. We can go to Miniature Market. Mei-chan is playing Pokemon Legends. Oh, we can watch Mei-chan as well. Harvest Fall Festival playthrough. Yeah. We can raid Mei-chan. It's always fun. Yeah, that's why I didn't buy it. And did you buy anything board and dice? Because next week I will be doing... I'll have to check. What am I playing next week? Just give me a sec. I have to find my streaming schedule for week 46. Yeah, T-Buy. So that's a new board and dice. That's a Turkey game, so I'll have to learn that on Monday and Wednesday. Because Turkey really wrecks my brain. So, but that's coming up next week. Tomorrow I'm gonna stream as well because I got Valheim and I really want to play that one. It's gonna be also kind of like a learning how to solo thing. They have a learning setup and see how that goes. So, but that's totally different. That's basically gather resources, fight the boss kind of thing. It's semi-Yuri, basically Ameritrash, somewhere in between. No long how that takes. But yeah, looking forward to do that. Same time, same place, same right here. There will be no Dutch board spell brunch on Sunday, and probably I'll have to move that anyway because I'm starting baseball. I already played softball, but I'm also starting baseball, and that's at the time that I usually did board spell brunch. So I have to figure out when I'm going to do that. So keep my schedules close, but mostly on Instagram. Then you can find me, and also on Facebook. We're gonna raid Mei-chan, who's playing Pokemon, which my son would love to watch. So I have to make sure that we raid Mei-chan. Yeah, I'll see you Saturday, Wim. Or tomorrow if you want to watch my stream. I'm gonna raid into Mei-chan. Thank you all for being here, and I will be back tomorrow with Valheim. Basically, semi the same theme-ish. So, bye-bye everybody.